All of you here this evening. My name is Rich. I have the privilege of serving as president at Life Network, and I've been in that role for 8.5 years. Prior to that, I served on the board for 5.5 years, so that means I've been here about 14 years in all. And so the last half of my time at a little boutique ministry called Focus on the Family. Anybody heard of it? So I was there for 12 years, primarily in either the marketing area or I led family ministries for a while. And so first got to experience Life Network as a board member, and then in 2017 came on as a staff member. I like to say the number one predictor of becoming a staff member is you volunteer, so be careful. But truly, it's a blessing to have all of you here this evening, and hope you enjoyed your tour. This will really just build on some of what you heard. I am going to just kind of give an overview snapshot of what we get to do at Life Network. One of the things that we say here at Life Network, and I think this is important for those of you who are considering volunteering and you're thinking, gosh, I don't know that I can do this because of X or Y or Z. Just know that if you're called to be here, you weren't called because you're fully equipped. You're going to be equipped because you're called. And I will say, whether it's a staff member or a volunteer, something that we all share is a calling to be a part of what God's doing at Life Network. And I know that's why most, if not all of you, are here. And so what I'm going to cover this evening is just a quick snapshot on some of the core things that as Christians we're called to when it comes to valuing life from a scripture standpoint. Then we're going to look at just the recent history of the life issue, both from a national standpoint. We'll even touch briefly internationally, and then we'll look here in our state and locally. And then we'll talk more specifically about Life Network, our calling, and then I'll share about some of our greatest needs from a volunteer perspective. Our mission here at Life Network is to cultivate a community that values life through the love of Christ. And we express that in our brand promise of valuing life and transforming lives, making sure that we're valuing life that's preborn life, that's the mom, that's the dad, that's students in our community, and then also not missing the opportunity in our pregnancy centers to talk about the most important thing, and that's a relationship with Christ. And so our vision, and if you think about a vision statement, that's if everything that we wanted to see happen was happening in El Paso County, what would we see? We'd see every student empowered to make healthy relationship choices and avoid risky behavior. We'd see every baby conceived receive a chance at life. And we'd want every client, every patient equipped to make healthy choices that value life. One of my favorite verses that relates to life, because it really deals with both the sides of valuing life but also transforming lives, is this passage in John 10:10. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And I can't think of a more vivid example of that than abortion, destroying human life. Christ has come that they may have life and have it abundantly. And so we are a faith-based organization, obviously, and out of our Christian calling, people at the end of themselves, whether it's an STD appointment, whether it's in a pregnancy care appointment, are often, that's when God has them right where he wants them, and we get the opportunity to step in that moment and share the gospel. So some of these verses I'm going to share tonight are actually verses that I had my eyes open to in my early 20s. And so just a quick bit about my calling into the pro-life arena. And so my first year of marriage, which you saw a picture of my wife, she and I have been married for 31 years now.